I usually try to avoid paranormal-based topics on this channel, hauntings, ghosts, whatever, mostly because I think incidents caused by plain human stupidity are way more entertaining than human sees shadow on the wall in a creaky old house and nearly pisses himself. I'm making an exception this time because I have some emotions invested into this.
Open the box, release the spook. They about to open the box, open the box. Box. He pulled away at the last second. Blue balling me over this box. The cut to commercials cause they're scared to open the box. When they come back, that box better be opened. Open the box 2K18. They were locking a freaking rabbi in there, don't drag him into this mess. You ghost, open the box. Open box so I can die in peace. OPNIP. If they don't open this box, I'm ending this whole planet. I'm already salty and it's still not the end of this nightmare. Of course, whatever is in the Dybbuk box is mad. I'm not even in the box and I'm mad. No box.
So what exactly got my tentacles in a twist, you ask? I ended up spending Halloween watching Ghost Adventures live. For the entire month of October, they advertised that during this live show, they'd open one of the most haunted objects in the world, a small wine cabinet allegedly containing a demon, also known as the Dybbuk Box. The show was basically a bunch of grown-ass men going in a repeating cycle of open box, no, don't, I'm scared to open box, it will be fine, open box, no, don't. And this went on for nearly 4 hours. Spoiler alert, boxes were not opened that night. Ghosty blue balls were had all around. But what I thought was interesting was the fact they just kinda glossed over the Dybbuk Box's history, which is what I'll be talking about briefly today. There are some details about the story behind this box they skipped over that makes this whole thing a bit suspicious. I'm Vibby, and on this episode of A Space Alien Explains, the Dybbuk Box. First of all, what the hell is a Dybbuk? A Dybbuk is a spirit from Jewish lore, and it's basically a malicious human soul that can possess other humans. So a Dybbuk box would be sealed evil in a can. Lots of Dybbuk boxes exist, but this particular one I'm talking about today is called the Dybbuk Box because it's the most well-known. If you want to know how well known, it's the same exact box that allegedly cursed Post Malone. The fact I had to mention this box, cursed Post Malone, should be a very clear indication of what kind of ride this is gonna be. Like many horror stories of the internet age, this one begins on eBay when a small wine cabinet was put up for auction with a rather strange story attached. According to the story, the poster, Kevin Manis, had purchased the box at an estate sale in 2001. The box had previously belonged to a Holocaust survivor named Havale, who had purchased the item in question in Spain before her immigration to the United States. Havale's granddaughter insisted Manis take the box, despite the fact it was a family heirloom. Apparently, Havale's relatives didn't want this thing at all because it was containing some grade-A spooky shit. But unlike the Ghost Adventures team, Kevin Manis didn't give a single demon-infested and went ahead and opened that box. Within it, he found the following items: 2 pennies, a lock of blonde hair and a lock of dark hair, both bound by separate cords, a small statue with Shalom engraved into it, a small wine goblet, 1 dried rosebud, and a candle holder shaped like octopus legs. Manis reported having a series of horrific nightmares while in possession of the box. Many of those nightmares involved an old hag who would be disguised as one of his family or friends, and then at some point in the dream she'd suddenly transform and proceed to beat the living shit out of him. It doesn't sound that much different from your typical magical girl anime, if I'm being honest. One man's nightmare, another man's wet dream, you get what I'm saying? Should be worth noting that Manis is a writer and creative professional by trade, and at the time of posting he owned an antique and furniture business. The implications of that, I'll leave entirely up to you. The box was successfully sold on eBay, despite the warnings. I'm not really surprised. Humans have the worst survival instinct I've ever had the displeasure of bearing witness to. But since then, the box has gone through a laundry list of different owners throughout the years, and they've all experienced bizarre phenomena while in possession of the box. Because I'd rather not bore you with too many details, I've compiled a list. And it's a doozy, so hold on to something. Nightmares of a magical transforming hag. Weird unexplainable shadows. Manis's mother had a stroke. Reports of a scent of jasmine flowers or cat urine. By the way, there must be something really wrong with human noses if you guys think cat urine and jasmine flowers smell anything remotely similar. Light bulbs burning out. One guy started losing his hair. Another guy got welts all over his body and started coughing up blood. My insides are coming out of me? Ha! No need for a doctor. It's just the demon possessing my wine cabinet. One of the box's owners consulted with a rabbi and had the Dybbuk resealed. The box was then donated to Ghost Adventures guy Zak Bagans, who put it on display at his museum. There must have been a leak in that seal or something, though, because museum visitors still experience strange phenomena in the room where the box is kept. So is there a reasonable explanation for all this? Actually, yeah. Human brains are weird, and suggestion is an unbelievably powerful tool. In all these cases, these people have been exposed to the story of the box, and so they're primed to be on high alert whenever they're around it. And when some coincidence, big or small, inevitably does occur, they have something to blame it on, which is the box, and in turn, its story only grows. But whether or not you believe in ghosts, there is one thing I'm sure we can all agree on. If a wine cabinet has no wine in it, it's probably not worth the trouble. Hi guys, so what do you think? Do you believe in paranormal stuff? Should I cover more topics like this in future videos? Let me know any thoughts on that or this video in general down below, and drop a like or subscribe if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching!